Here's the 5 people, and I'm holding the camera.
Hi, my name is Aaliyah Williams, and today in my speech I will be discussing some of the characteristics of being a military dependent or military child. First off, I have the process of moving, which is just packing up your old house and putting it into boxes, and then moving, putting it into moving trucks, and then your car, and then getting to your new house, which is the same for all families that move, except for if you're a military family, you normally have to do this process every 2 to 4 years depending on what job your parents have in the military. And then at the bottom I have the military branches, which are the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, and the Coast Guard. My dad was a part of the Army, which is why I have the Army logo at the top. And then I have a list of all the Army bases, which include Alabama, Virginia, Arkansas, Japan, New Jersey, Oklahoma, and there are many others. And then I also have in red all of the states that I lived in while my father was in the military, which are Fort Hood, Texas, Fort Riley, Kansas, and Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, Tampa, Florida, Fort Stewart, Georgia, and Germany. The first characteristic of being a child in the military is that you move around a lot. So you get to meet new people, experience diversity, and a lot of different cultures. For example, if you live in California, the people and the culture there are going to be very different from the people and the culture that are in Alaska. So you get to make new friends all over the place, which can also be a bad part because you have to make new friends every time you move. So if you get to know someone and you live there for 2 to 4 years and you become really close, when those 2 to 4 years are up, you have to move and make new friends at the new place, which can be very hard for a lot of different families. People who have parents that are in the civilian world who live in one place their whole life, or maybe move once or twice, and most of the time when they do move it's just from one house to another, so they're not actually changing schools. Another characteristic of being a child in the military is that you and your family are given the opportunity to live in a military-friendly community. These communities contain neighborhoods that include families that are similar in some ways. Sometimes it's rank, or you might have the same size family as another person. These communities also include daycares, commissaries, which are just a place where you can buy food. They also have a PX, which is kind of like a Target or Walmart or Kmart. They also have gas stations, gyms, pools, bowling alleys, libraries. It's basically just a place that it just gives military families a place to go to do things, and they don't even have to leave posts if they don't want to. Another characteristic of being a military child is that most military children are more flexible, family-oriented, willing to adapt, and they're independent. They are more flexible and willing to adapt because every time they have to move, they have to make new friends at every new place and get used to the new school, the new town, and learn everything about that place. And then family-oriented, when you have a parent in the military, you have to move around a lot, like I said before. So when you move to these new places, you don't have friends at every place when you first get there, so you have to depend on your family for a lot of things. And then to end my speech, I have a quote by Laura C. Martin, who was 17 years old at the time, and she was also a military child. I'm a military child. Where I'm from, I'm a child of the world. I bloom anywhere. I'm on an incredible journey. I know once we are here, I will probably never walk this way again. I'm an unrooted child. My life is mostly in brown boxes. One more time again, I'm going to say goodbye to all that I know. At this moment, I don't belong anywhere. Not in this place, and not in the new place I'm moving to. It's a puzzle of 1,000 pieces that has been turned upside down. It's up to you to put the puzzle back together again. I'm leaving behind all that is familiar again. I'm facing the unknown one more time. My roots are short, unexpected separations, saying goodbye to friends. Some lessons are harder than others. But at the end of the day, I have yet another success story. I'm flexible. I'm not going to bend out of shape. Being strong is the only choice I have. I'm walking this path. We are heading to a bright future, together as a family and as a nation. I proudly contribute to the peace and freedom we all enjoy. Sleep peacefully in your bed, United States of America. My family and I got your back.